breaking more money myths. Welcome to another Financial Mythbusters. Grab your overpriced latte that's stopping you from buying a home and retiring at age 27, and let's do some more myth busting. Hi, it's your friend Eva, and yeah, I'm in debt, no savings, no retirement, absolutely no business giving financial advice. But hey, here we are. We do personal finance without judgment, without shame. No extreme crazy advice, just real practical money strategies. Please share, like, subscribe to sign up for my weekly newsletter. But before we start, I am not a financial advisor. When it comes to any financial advice you find on the internet, please do your own research. Actually, when it comes to any advice you find on the internet, please do your own research. There is so much misinformation out there. All right? Okay, let's go. So today we're going to grab some more of the most outdated, old, crusty, moldy money advice by the collar and toss them out the window. Or as I prefer, throat punch them. All right. So because these myths are holding you back from building genuine wealth and getting out of debt and all of that stuff. So let's go. Myth number 1. Fancy name brands are for suckers. Look, I am all for a good deal. I get just as excited about store-bought frozen veggies as anyone else, but sometimes you have to pay. That off-brand garbage bag that explodes in your kitchen, that bargain makeup that makes you look, well, sometimes paying for quality saves you money in the long run. And I know I've told the story a million times about generic mini wheats where we ate one bowl, barely one bowl, and had to throw it out. Now, had I spent the extra money on the fancy name brand designer one, we would have eaten the whole box. So, which is the better deal? Myth number 2. If you can't pay cash, you can't afford it. In theory, that is like really cute, but in practice, no. Responsible credit card use or credit use can help you build a strong credit card. You get rewards, you get fraud protection. You don't get that with a debit card. Swiping your card doesn't mean you're irresponsible. It means you're playing the game wisely and you have to pay it off each month, all right? Myth number 3, marry rich, problem solved. Oh, honey, depending on someone else for your financial security is a recipe for disaster and possibly a really spicy divorce story. Build your own foundation. Then if you choose a partner, it's for love and companionship, not for their 401k. Myth 4, which is one of my favorites, just work harder, you'll get rich. I've heard the grind harder gospel, but working 24/7 isn't the right move. You can't outwork bad money habits, low pay, or lack of investing. Work smarter, negotiate better pay, and build multiple streams of income. And that, my friend, is where the magic happens. All right. That's really what it is. Not the, grind hard. Like, yeah, like, no, no. And myth number 5, meal prepping and couponing will solve all of your problems. Yes, these help. I do it. But no amount of freezer meals will fix a massive spending problem or an income gap. Budgeting, increasing your income, changing your mindset, those are the real power moves, okay? Look, we busted some of the dusty myths and hopefully they gave you a new way to look at your money. You know, there are so many more out there. I did another video. But which ones have you heard? Which ones do you hang on to? Because you know what? We got to let them go. Especially the credit card one. And look, I have my credit card debt. I'm not saying like go out spend, but like you need a credit score. You do. And I don't care what they say, that I forget what it's called when you have no credit score and the bank does whatever. You know what? That's not for most people. So that's not for me. That's not for you. And that's something that those other gurus don't tell you. So, anyway, all right. Now I'm rambling. I do that. So, thank you so much. And again, if there's any myth that you've fallen victim to, put it in the comments. If you have any topics you want to discuss, please put it in the comments. All right. So, thank you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.